Thugs harassed a single mother at a gas station, then bikers surrounded them. The fluorescent buzz of the gas station canopy felt like the only sound in the world. Rain slicked the asphalt, reflecting the harsh lights in fractured, trembling lines. Sarah tightened her grip on her 6-year-old daughter, Lily, whose small hand was tucked securely in hers. Exhaustion clung to Sarah like a second skin. Another double shift at the diner, another mountain of bills, another night navigating the world alone. All she wanted was to fill the tank, grab milk and bread, and get Lily home to bed. Then they appeared. 4 young men, loud, swaggering, reeking of cheap beer and entitlement, spilled out of a battered sedan. Their laughter was sharp, grating. One, with a sneer permanently etched on his face, deliberately bumped Sarah's shoulder as she reached for the pump nozzle. "Watch it, lady," he slurred, his eyes raking over her worn jacket and tired eyes with contempt. Sarah mumbled an apology she didn't owe, her heart hammering against her ribs. She focused on the pump, willing herself invisible, but they weren't done. They circled like sharks, making crude comments about her car, her clothes, her very presence. One mimicked Lily's wide-eyed stare, drawing snickers from the others. Lily buried her face in Sarah's leg, trembling. The air grew thick with menace, the rain suddenly feeling cold and hostile. Sarah's mind raced. Call the police, run, fight, fear, cold and paralyzing, threatened to drown her. She was utterly alone, exposed under the unforgiving lights. Just as the ringleader stepped closer, his voice dropping to a threatening growl, a new sound cut through the tension. Not the whine of a sports car, but a deep, resonant thrum that vibrated in Sarah's chest, then another, and another. Headlights sliced through the rain, not from the road, but from the direction of the old highway. Harleys, dozens of them. They rolled into the gas station lot with a synchronized, earth-shaking rumble, their chrome gleaming under the rain-slicked lights. Men and women clad in black leather vests, adorned with patches, skulls, eagles, the words Iron Vipers MC prominent on the back, dismounted with calm, deliberate movements. Their faces were weathered, etched with lines that spoke of hard miles and harder choices. But their eyes? Their eyes held a startling clarity. The thugs froze, their bravado evaporating like steam. The sneer vanished, replaced by slack-jawed panic. They instinctively huddled together, suddenly looking very small and very young. The bikers didn't shout. They didn't need to. They simply moved. Like a well-oiled machine, they formed a loose, impenetrable circle around Sarah and Lily. Their broad backs turned to the harassers, creating a human shield. The leader, a man with a thick gray beard and eyes that missed nothing, stepped forward. He didn't look at the thugs. His gaze was fixed on Sarah, softening instantly when he saw Lily clinging to her leg. "Ma'am," he said, his voice a low rumble that somehow cut through the rain and the lingering fear. "You all right?" Sarah could only nod, tears she'd been holding back finally spilling over, mixing with the rain on her cheeks. She couldn't speak. The sheer, unexpected weight of protection was overwhelming. The biker nodded slowly, then turned his head, just slightly, towards the cowering group. His voice, when it came, was ice-cold steel. "Y'all got about 10 seconds to get in that piece of junk and disappear. Don't look back, don't come back. You understand?" The thugs needed no further invitation. They scrambled into their car, tires squealing as they peeled out of the lot, the engine whining in their haste to escape. The circle of bikers didn't break immediately. The gray-bearded leader knelt, bringing himself down to Lily's level. He offered a small, surprisingly gentle smile. "Hey there, little one. Scary night, huh? You're safe now." He pulled a slightly crumpled pack of animal crackers from his vest pocket, a biker's universal peace offering to a frightened child, and handed it to her. Lily peeked out from behind her mother, her eyes wide, and took it with a tiny, trembling hand. Then, the most unexpected thing happened. The bikers didn't just leave. They filled Sarah's tank. One woman, her face kind beneath a bandana, handed Sarah a thermos of hot coffee. Another checked her tire pressure. The leader quietly paid for her groceries inside. They spoke in low, calm voices, their presence no longer intimidating, but profoundly solid. They were a wall of quiet strength, radiating a fierce, protective energy that felt ancient and utterly reliable. "Used to be like that," the leader said quietly to Sarah as he handed her the receipt, his eyes holding a depth of understanding that spoke of past regrets. "Saw someone who needed help once. Didn't step up. Never again." He patted the roof of her old sedan. "Get home safe, ma'am. We'll ride with you a ways. Make sure those idiots stayed gone." As the phalanx of Harleys rumbled to life again, forming a protective escort around her car for the first few miles of her drive home, Sarah finally let the sobs rack her body. But they weren't just tears of fear anymore. They were tears of profound, disbelieving gratitude. In her darkest, most vulnerable moment, when the world felt cruel and isolating, salvation hadn't come from the expected places. It had roared in on thunderous engines, wearing leather and bearing the scars of a life she couldn't imagine, yet offering a compassion as deep and steady as bedrock. That night, Sarah learned a truth that rewrote her understanding of the world. Heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear vests covered in patches, ride machines that shake the earth, and carry kindness in their pockets alongside their keys. The Iron Vipers didn't just chase away bullies. They restored her faith in humanity, proving that even in the bleakest rain, unexpected angels, clad in leather and roaring with protective fury, are sometimes just around the bend. And for Sarah and Lily, driving home under the watchful eyes of their unlikely guardians, the world felt a little less scary and a whole lot brighter. If you believe in kindness, please like, share, and subscribe to ACA Story Tales for more emotional stories. Your support helps us spread hope to millions. Thanks for watching.